They're gonna row 500 meters. Once they've hit 500, they'll step off their rower, come to the front, grab their rod and their sledgehammer. They're gonna move up here. This area within these red marks was dug out about a month ago with a 3-foot scoop, and we put new sand in there, new dirt, and made it consistent throughout. And it's been pounded down. So the area they're hammering in, all the way down, has been redug and reburied and repounded and is consistent ground. They're gonna come up here. They're gonna place their rod on the dirt. They're gonna do it. And they're gonna start hammering it down. They have to hammer it until this edge of red can't be seen by the judge. They have to hammer it until there's about 6 inches left. Once they get it that far down, they're gonna go ahead and leave it there. They're gonna come back with their sledge, strap back into the rower, and row one last 500. When their rower hits 500 meters, their time for this event has stopped. We'll start the first heat in about 10 minutes.
How was that hill run?
It was worse than the long run.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was worse. The last 50 to 100 feet was, I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible. No cramp in my rear end, my ass and hamstrings just lit up, you know? Like couldn't get comfortable, couldn't sit, couldn't stand, you know.
Physically, this is what we train for, but the mental aspect of it, and I think because this year being everybody runs in one heat and everybody does one event at one time puts a lot more emotional stress on you before each workout. Whereas last year there were 3 workouts going on at one time that every single person in the house is watching that one group at one time. So this is awesome. I mean, these athletes, I can't wait to see who wins this. I can't believe my wife has an opportunity to be one of the ones for the females, you know?
I don't even know how I finished. I dropped the bags at the beginning, and then I had some more problems with them going up the hill. So it's one of those things, you know, it happens. It was kind of a backbreaker when you drop the bag, and you're out of it. And then I wanted to get back into it, and I tried to sprint, and there was no juice in the legs. There's just nothing there to go with. So finished the hill, and you move on. It's a great event, great to be part of it, and just keep plugging away. This good event could end my day. Hand-eye coordination is very poor.
What's up?
Is the event getting too hard? Are there any concerns amongst the staff, like, oh shit, you guys made this too hard?
No. I've talked to a couple of the athletes who are pretty fierce competitors that have done really well in the past, and you know, they're concerned about, you know, their ability to keep going. It's a lot of events. It's definitely, I mean, it's hard. There's no question in my mind that it's hard. Sort of glad I didn't qualify, especially when I was up at the top of the run. But the bottom line is people are doing it, and you know, it's like Tony said in the last movie. It is supposed to test the fittest athletes on earth, and it's got to be one hell of a test, and I think we're continuing to prove that.
Oh yeah, I climbed out of the hole, so now I'm coming back on it. You know, did the hill climb. Good thing I had Spieler, and I had Khalifa for my heat. So of course that, you know, raised everything up, which was good. You know, now we got the row and the little stake. It's pretty even. I don't think there's too many people with experience with the stake, so that's going to be interesting. It's good not to be in the first heat, so we can see how they start off that stake. We got a little advantage, and then we'll take it from there.
How's it going so far?
Man, this is rough. I am more exhausted than I think I've ever been in my life, but it's fun and exciting.
Oh man, I would love to nap right now.
Going into the fourth event. Lance, does the nap sound good to you right now?
You know, I think I can see the light with the nap for sure.
I think it started
thinking about hitting the ground with a sledgehammer once to dig a little small hole. I don't know. Once I do that, setting it in there and just tapping it till it's level. Once it gets low enough for me to swing away at it, I'll start taking a little bit harder swings. Once I get up in that sweet spot area, I'll start swinging away at it. You know, I think I have the hand-eye coordination to do it. So once I finish that, I'll hop on the rower and pull for my fucking life.
You done any stuff like this, Jason?
Not really. I've messed around with the against the tire. You know, I'm sure that's probably what you do. But it's gonna be totally different. You know, I mean, I honestly have no idea what to expect.
All right, we're getting ready to bring out the first heat. The first heat is going to be the men heat.
This is an interesting challenge because the row is taxing. The rower is a fantastic device for wrecking human beings. The faster you get off the device, the sooner you get to the stake, you're in the lead, you're trying to win. But you could very easily cut 10 seconds off your row time and fatigue yourself so much that pounding that stake into the ground becomes almost an unreasonable task. So there's going to be some very intelligent strategy needing to happen, still leaving at least enough in the tank that they can intelligently pound the stake into the ground. There's a lot of coordination required in pounding that in. The athlete's trying to swing too hard. If you miss, you just spent all that time accomplishing nothing. What is it going to be more effective to go softer and faster and tight, bigger swings? That's going to be determined by how accurate you can be at the higher fours.
Matt Chan. Pat Barber. Josh Everett. Brandon Pasternak. And Graham Holberg. Number 2, JC Nessa. And the top athlete after 3 events, the number 1, Nico Salo.
Clear on that? Any questions? Good. All right, so it's row 500. Yep. Drive the stake beyond the red, cover your hole, back to the row. Gotcha. Good to go? Good to go. Sweet. All you have to do is do the work. I'll be very clear on what I want.
Ten seconds.
Good. Okay. All right, 500 meter row. Don't touch anything till 0. Okay.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Seems to be a lot of conservative rowing or pacing.
Stay in the stirrups till 0. Clear.
First hammers are off, coming up to hammer. Getting set. Pat Barber with the starter hit. Hey, Jeremy, you purposely can't go at an angle. You purposely can't go at an angle.
I'm not, man.
All right, Matt Chan about to finish. Tommy Hackenbach, Brooks, back at his rower.
Give it to me when I start.
3 minutes and 16 seconds back on the rower. A lot of other guys are still starting them off.
You're fucking kidding me!
He forgot to bring his sledge back. We got a broken sledge. Came back to get a new sledge. Jason still moving up. Tommy Hackenbrook. Tommy Hackenbrook. .507.
Scott Kelsey, 446. Or Mo
Kelsey, 446. Claire's got open. 693. Way to kill that thing, dude. Really good job, man. Good job. 693.
college, so he didn't have to do manual labor. That sucks.
Good job, Josh.
That was hard. It was hard. I had a funny angle, so it's hard to hit it straight. Snapped. It's okay. Souvenir.
How was it?
Easier than I thought.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was awesome, bro.
Easier than I thought.
Good for you.
The shoulders are cold. But your grip is mashed too. Just cross it, man.
No pressure on you since you're related to overseas.
I think I still have some excuses, but I don't know. I don't think there's pressure. If there is any, it's mine. Because I want to live up to what OPT represents, which is being excellent. Thanks, man. I'm too light for this event. You heavy, you tall, that's where you go. I'm light and short.
What was the deal with the friggin' spike? Hard to hit it?
It's too high, too short. I don't have enough weight behind my hits. But hey, can we still get a shuffle? Want to get a shuffle?
You still have your sense of humor, Josh?
You got to.
Yeah.
It's a great test of capacity, Josh.
Very few people have heard me swear. Stick around for the 5th workout.
Once I got in the groove, the hammer, if you hit it square, that shit fucking drops. The last hit, I think the damn thing went down like a foot. The hardest thing, to be honest with you, was getting that friggin' thing started. Because the blunt end, people couldn't get it in the ground. You had to hit it harder. I needed this. Woo! Oh.
An event that can make someone or break someone and you pulled it off after it down?
Yeah, I think I'm lucky. Once it started going down, it kept falling. Very lucky.
How was that event?
That was challenging. That was challenging. Good though, I like it. It's different. You know, I wrote a PR on the first one, so happy with that. But stop. Yeah, I had like 8 inches left, and I must have hit something down below because I was hitting the snot out of that thing, and I just could not get it to move. But whatever. I was doing okay. Up until that heat, I was in 12th overall, so happy with that. I'm sure a bunch of those guys smoked me though, so bumped me back down.
Yeah, I'm exhausted, but I'm pumped up right now. I'm glad I did well. I had a feeling I do a lot of sledgehammer stuff, so I knew once I got it going, it was gonna go in pretty quick. Thanks, baby. Did all right, you know? I didn't really pay attention. You can't pay attention to where you're at versus where everybody else is at. You just have to pay attention to where you're at, period. Well, the way the scoring structure is, it's very important. You know, I need to get in the top 16 to compete tomorrow. I was at 27 before this, so I'm hoping I can get bumped up a little bit. That would be my goal. I want to compete tomorrow, so this last workout's gonna be a killer. My legs and everybody else's legs are shot right now, so it's gonna be some mind control out there for sure.
But hey, you know what? I had fun today. If I make it to the next heat, I'm scared. This is Russell. He did really well on that workout. For a guy his size, beat me by like a minute and a half. And he's shorter than me.
Uh-oh, they're starting to wrestle.